Hi everyone, welcome to this instructional video for Yellow Stripe. In this video we're going to cover three main topics: Shudo, a little bit of a Kumite drill, and side kick from our sparring stance. So to start off for our Shudo, we're going to look to be moving through our Shudo forward. We're not going to focus on turns in our workout later. We're purely going to do Shudo moving forward. Okay? So if I'm here off to the side, one leg is going to look to go forward, push out into our good back stance. My weight isn't equally distributed like horse stance. It's pushed back to the side. Okay? For our hands, we're going to look to put one arm 90 degrees in front of us, other hand right by our side. When we look to step through, my legs make that good C position as I push through my stance. When I'm here, I'm going to look to bring my foot in, push out, getting long in my stance, rotating over. With my hands, I'm going to look to come from here in my good back stance, push in, out, rotate, get my hands up. Okay? My hand that's not going to do the Shudo is out, nice and straight, nice and strong, out along my leg. The other hand rests in front of my face. I'm going to be looking towards the direction I'm going to go. From there, we look to keep our weight in our back leg, and we rotate. When we look to do our Shudo, every single time for our stance, we look to use our good C, rotate our hips over, have our good set, and then look to throw our Shudo. If you are having trouble with your Shudo and practicing your back stance and Shudo, there are many other videos, the site, that are there to help you. We're going to cover our side kick. Okay? So when we first get introduced to side kick, we're sitting in our horse stance and we look to go to the side to throw our good side kick. At Yellow Stripe, we look to do it from a more practical stance. We look to take it on from a sparring stance. And I'm going to switch sides for you. My back leg is going to look to come up in front. As it looks to come up in front, I'm going to look to rotate over. Okay? I'm not going to look to over-rotate. If I over-rotate too much, it's going to be very hard to get my leg out. So I'm going to look to get my knee just a little bit past center line. Okay? From there, I'm going to look to take my heel, pushing straight out, back, and down in front. We could look to retreat back to our original sparring stance or look to go in front. Both are possible. So my knee is going to look to go and point probably about 45 in the direction I want to move. From there, I'm going to look to focus with my heel, pushing back towards the target I want to kick, push straight out, back, and down. Lastly, for this Kumite drill, we're going to spend a little bit of time working with our shifting and timing hands and feet together. Okay? So if I'm here in my sparring stance, the first thing we're going to look to practice is shifting left and right. So if I'm going to look to shift this direction, I'm not going to look to cross my legs. I'm going to look to push, and I'm going to look to catch. Okay? I don't want to have my feet be really slow. I don't want to have to come out here, sit, and come back up. I want to have a nice good bend in my legs. Fast push. Okay? And then I can look to go back. If I'm going to go that way, I'm not going to look to cross my legs. My leg's going to push. 1, 2. Okay? If I go back, 1, 2. Over, 1, 2. Back, 1, 2. Okay, you don't need much space, you need just enough space to shift left and right. For the Kumite drill that we're practicing, we are just shifting left and right. We're practicing based upon having not much space, a very small amount of space to practice in. So if I'm here in my sparring stance, and I'm going to look to shift to the left, we're going to look to throw 2 punches. So I'm going to look to step. Every time I'm going to throw my lead punch first. So we really get 2 Kumite drills out of this one drill. and you'll see why in a second. So I'm going to look to step, throw my lead punch. Because we're doing it slow, it's going to look like I'm in a warrior stance. When we do it a little bit faster, it's not going to seem like that. Okay? As I push up, second punch. Okay, and then I go back. 1, 2. If we go a little bit faster, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay? So that's going to be our shifting, and are going to be our hands. So that's going to be our foundational movement, left and right, with our 2 punches. Again, we can always look to practice it. 1, 2. Every time we look to practice this, lead, reverse. Doesn't matter which way I shift. Lead, reverse, every time. Okay, those are our 3 things we're going to cover for our workout. I'll see you guys in that video.